right. I get it. Still without Wi-Fi. So I'm going anywhere and everywhere I possibly can just to get you an NFL parlay today, which is going to hit. I know because I brought in some help. Also, appreciate you rolling with us as always. Hit that thumbs up button right away if you can. And let's all blame Joe Flacco for yesterday's misery. It wasn't my fault. It was Joe Flacco. I put my faith in Flacco, and he let me down because he's a crumb, because he is a crumb. That's right. The guy turned into Neil O'Donnell in the first round of the playoffs. See ya. All right. Today, we have something special. So for our NFL parlay, it's going to be 3 legs, 2 games, and I brought in some help from the Goal Boys. That's right. Mr. Brad Thomas, Finesse the Books, Eytan Shander. We're going to give you a 3-leg parlay. So let's kick things over now with Brad Thomas.
Boy, B-Rad here to give my leg of the parlay. I'm going to tell you straight up, it's a little juicy, but a lot of fun. I am going to take CeeDee Lamb to score a touchdown. Like I said, it's juicy, but CeeDee Lamb has scored a touchdown in 7 of 8 of his last games, going against a Packers team at home who is in the bottom third in defensive DVOA against the wide receivers. I don't think Tony Pollard is going to be getting too much action in the goal line. This is a pass-first team when they get to the red zone, whether it be Jake Ferguson, Brandon Cooks, or CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb getting the bulk of the red zone targets. So if you guys want to have some fun and want to make some cash, you put some money on CeeDee Lamb to score a touchdown. I don't care if it's juicy. I don't care if it's fun. It's going to cash. Best of luck.
CeeDee Lamb to score is our first leg. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Now, with that said, let's move on for me, and then we'll hit Finesse before we get out of here. Favorite play for me is simply going to take the Detroit Lions on the money line. I'm not worried about points. I'm not worried about that key number. I'm not worried about any of this. You look at some of these ridiculous numbers / trend that are overwhelmingly favoring the Lions to win this game. Dan Campbell is 8-2 straight up against the spread, where both teams are coming off straight up against the spread wins, 3-0 in that same spot at home. Goff has not lost straight up at home as a favorite of 7 or fewer points. He's 21-0 in his career, 14-3 straight up against the spread over his last 17. In case you thought that was just like two good weeks in LA. There is a narrative that I'll get to in a second. But the Rams, this is Sean McVay. He is 0-13 straight up, 0-12-1 against the spread against NFC North teams coming off a straight up against the spread win. Here's the worst part about it for anybody. Wild card. This is like a massive thing that's just so hard to overcome for wild card teams on the road. When they come off consecutive away games and a win in their final game, they're 2-8. 2-8. 0-4, mind you, off an ATS win of 4+ points. So they're blowing teams out. They get this win, what have you. They suck in the opening round of the playoffs. So for me, we roll hard here. Second leg is going to be, as you see, just win. The Detroit Lions at home. It's a big storyline. Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff. Stafford's the better one, but Goff, I think, has the home crowd in front of him, rooting him on against the enemy. And he can take all of that frustration out. You chose who over me? Tobias Harris over me? Yeah, it's going to be one of those. All right. We'll get back to our third leg. Finesse.
What is going on? Finesse here. So my man E hits me up. He says, listen, this NFL wildcard weekend, let's smack a parlay, right? Give me a leg for a parlay. Let's smack a parlay. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do. Put together a parlay for the people. And here's my leg. So we're going over to the Dallas game. I like Jake Ferguson over 42.5 receiving yards. He's cleared this line in 5 of his last 6 games, 2 of his last 3 at home, where Dallas's offense has been an absolute juggernaut at home. And Jake Ferguson's been right in the middle of all of that, really entrenched himself as Dak Prescott's number 2 option behind CD. And it's a good matchup. Green Bay's pass defense has been bad, bottom 5 in the league this year, bottom half of the league, guard and tight ends. Obviously, CD attracts so much attention. I think, Jake Ferguson is going to find himself some advantageous spots and eat tonight. So that's my leg. Let's make a parlay, NFL wildcard weekend. Let's get it.
All right, look at that. We're going to go 45 plus for Finesse and keep this on the same game parlay tip. Plus 397. There you go. plus 397. Brad Thomas, CeeDee Lamb, anytime. Finesse the books. Jake Ferguson, 45 plus receiving yards. Shander Show. Lions win. That's plus 397 for you. Fresh for the 2-4. Appreciate you all being with us as always. I got something. I put it on MGM for you. So you can do this. 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Bet 5, get 158 back in bonus bets. You can use the link below or the QR code. Either way, it's here for you. Either way, it's there for you. And that's why I build this thing on BetMGM for you to do it. Hit the thumbs up button, please. Again, last day in the basement, outside, wherever we may be. Wi-Fi, I'm told, will be fixed today, and therefore we can get back into the studio. So please subscribe if you can on the way out. That would be massive for us. We love building this community. We love interacting with this community. There's a link below for the Odd Shopper Premium /Discord. So subscribe here and then come hang and talk with us all day. All right. Thanks again to the fellas at Mr. Brad Thomas, at Finesse the Books. Brad, Finesse, appreciate y'all. Appreciate you out there. Make sure you head to goldboys.com. Give them a look on top of oddshopper.com and subscribing here. Because we have time. I know you may not think it, but Eric Lindquist has time. He has time for you, I promise.